Welcome to the Morning Dig podcast with Chris Williams, where in under 5 minutes, I discuss experiences, achievements, and lessons that have motivated me so they can also help you kickstart your day and to keep digging in. Good morning. Welcome to this edition of the Morning Dig podcast. Coming at you today about another part of what I learned a little while back here at this mastermind, shout out Tactical Empire. They held for men, where we learn to be better fathers, husbands, business owners, and just in our careers, just become more actionable go-getters, working towards that freedom that we really want in life. And one of the things that I had an opportunity to do for the very first time was speak in front of an audience. And for those of you who don't know, I have a long past. It was not easy. It was a lot of uphill. It was a lot of self-inflicted wounds. But one of the things that happened to me a lot was I got labeled. I would do things that would create notoriety in a not positive way. And I would end up getting labeled negatively. And that stuck with me for a long time. And it took a lot of work and effort to get out of that. But what I realized is, no matter how many people tell you who you are, and they try to label you to control you or anything else, it's us talking to ourselves that create the worst labels, that put us in a box, that restrict our movement and paralyze us from taking action. Someone can call me a loser, and it might hurt depending on who it came from, but I'm pretty good about shaking that off. But if I call myself a loser, I'm going to say it enough times that I'm going to start believing it. I'm going to start living that way. And I'm going to be paralyzed in fear of taking action because I'm a loser. What's the best that's going to happen? I'm going to lose. And the way I want you to vision that is when you talk negatively about yourself and you put a label on yourself, you're putting yourself in a box. The problem with the box is you can't see, you have no peripheral vision, you can't see anything coming. And not only that, boxes, for the most part, don't move, right? You ever tried to move a fridge? You ever tried to push a fridge or an oven? That shit doesn't move. And when you're on this mountainside climbing and you just get to a point where you put yourself in a box because you don't think you could do more, if you've labeled yourself as disorganized or lazy or tired or a loser or whatever, and you've put yourself in this position where now you're in this box. I hate to break it to you, but boxes don't roll. They don't move. You're putting yourself in a temporary freeze, and you're restricting yourself from seeing any further or doing anything to get any further until you change the labels you've given yourself, until you give yourself a little bit of respite, and you give yourself a little bit of a positive spin and understand, yeah, I'm a little disorganized. I got ADHD. I'm a little disorganized. I can be lazy at times. I can overthink things at times. But guess what? I'm an action taker. I'm an action taker that can adjust my schedule to be on time. I'm an action taker that can show I still respect other people's time by showing up early. And I'm just going to adjust my labels so I don't live as the person that the negative side of my mind thinks I should be. I'm going to live as the person that people want and the person that I want to be. I want to live as the person I want to be. I want to be a CEO, a giver. Honestly, I just want to be that, right? I want to be a CEO. I want to be a giver. I want to be an opportunity creator. To do those things, I have to label myself that, and I have to constantly tell myself that's what I am. Every time those negative comments slip into my brain, deflect, and revert back to the things I know I want to be, because that will force me to act in a way that outwardly presents myself the way I want to be labeled. I hope that helps. It doesn't matter what it is in life you want to get better at. Try labeling yourself in a more positive way. Don't let those negative thoughts put you in a box. Boxes don't roll. As always, if you need anything from me, don't hesitate to reach out and keep digging in. Thank you for taking the time today to experience the Morning Dig podcast. Whether you're a first-time listener or long-time listener, I hope that this has given you value, that you found the time to share this with friends so that you keep inspiring and rising the tides for all. If you haven't yet, take a moment to check the description below and follow me on my social media accounts for daily motivation, education, inspiration that I hope continues to provide value for years to come. As always, my goal is value. So if this provides value, continue sharing with others, keep digging in.